what was the worst either like street performance or other or like play or something that you ever saw, that your character ever saw? The most just terrible. And I guess this is fitting since we're circus folks in here. Like so, in our competitor research, I guess. What was the shittiest showing we've ever seen?
Sometimes clown college can be pretty dangerous, and in doing some tricks, you can take injuries that end up, leaving you severely mentally handicapped. And
Hmm.
then you end up being a mime.
Oh God, no.
So anytime I've ever seen a mime, um, I've waited until later, after the show and made sure that they didn't do that to anybody ever again because it's just horrible.
All
I
right.
wasn't sure that was going and I loved it.
All right. How about you, Roz? What's the worst performance you've ever seen?
This guy and his dog tried to do a production of Hamlet, just the two of them. It was so bad.
God.
The dog was definitely the star and did much better than the man, but oh, it was just, there was no budget, no costumes.
Right.
So, it's just bad.
That's pretty great. All right. Well, let me get our map up here. All right. Who remembers what we got up to last time?
A lot of fun stuff.
Indeed. So, we're currently in the midst of Willowside being under siege. And to that end, there are a variety of issues around the area that are, part of this ongoing siege that are contributing to things being difficult for the town in various ways. And so we're heading out to go try to clear these up and break the siege. Uh, Hopefully before the town runs out of defenses and things get nasty. Um, so, amongst the various things that you have to go check on, which we'll get to those, um, the ones you guys decided to check on last time were the going down the pier road and heading out to the pier. Because the mayor mentioned that, that's really the main avenue for stuff coming into town, and having that being cut off, big problem. Uh, Not really a lot of stuff coming overland to Willowside. It's a bit of a long ways away from other stuff and kind of a shitty path too with the welt and everything. So you guys headed down the pier road. You also had heard word that the hunter guy um, was missing. He'd gone out to try to help scout and look for other stragglers and things like that, and hadn't come back. Gristrom Rick, and partway down the pier road, you guys had were looking around, seeing if you'd seen anything, and thought you saw him. But it turned out to be some mysterious gentleman who was wearing Gristrom Frick's face and seemed to be some sort of roving serial killer type person, completely unrelated to the siege itself with the Zolgaths, just some guy who heard there was some violence going on, and that's his thing, and so he decided to come up this way and have a little fun, have a little bloodshed. So you guys took him out. I believe his name was the Vanish Man, if I recall.
Oh yeah, and then we put the hunter's body in our bag of holding.
That's right, yeah. And you guys did find Gristrom Vic's body. He's unfortunately passed away. The Vanish Man got him and took his face. Uh, but yeah, Gristrom Vic's body is currently in the bag of holding, and so that at least cleared up the roving serial killer guy in the area. But you guys made it down to the pier, and there were some Zolgaths set up down here, and then also with that there were some sea serpents that were out in the water that were in the process of attacking a boat that was on its way into the shore. Um, and there, seemed to be the boat was definitely very damaged. There was some small person up on the bow that was doing all this stuff with water to try to distract and drive the serpents away, but it was only doing so much. But they were, trying to stay where they were until things were resolved before they could get in closer and park and repair and do whatever they needed to do. So, you guys showed up, kind of snuck in around the Zolgaths that were here and started fucking up the sea serpents and managed to take both of them out, which with those gone, the other Zolgaths that were here kind of scattered. It seems like there was some plan with these maybe. You're not entirely sure yet, but that is pretty much where we stand. You guys are on the dock / in the water / on a boat made out of Honker and his entourage. Uh,
Only I'm on the hunker boat.
yeah, you're on the Honker boat, and Honker's on the Honker boat as the boat. Um, but yeah, you guys did manage to take out the sea serpent, and this ship that was kind of having some trouble out in the water has turned towards the dock here, and you can see it's getting in here closer. It's pretty heavily damaged. It's kind of listing to one side a bit. There's definitely some holes. It's definitely taken on some water. It's sitting kind of low, but they're guiding into the dock as best they can to hopefully try to have some safe ground. And you can see the little gal up on the bow. You see as they get closer here, she's like continuing to wave and cheer, and shout gratitudes to you all. They appear to be a gnome. They appear gnomish. But the ship pulls up to the dock here. Grotus manages to swim out of the way and not get caught in the boat here. And it comes to kind of a slow, somewhat rough landing. Things are a bit damaged with it, so it's not quite as clean as it could be. But once it's pulled up here, the little gnomish gal jumps down onto the dock, and you see a few other people on the boat as well. Some of the deckhands and whatnot, getting set up. They get a board, a gangplank board, kind of going down to the dock, and you see some of them getting down and kind of inspecting the sides of the boat and taking stock of what's going on here. But the little gnomish gal walks up to you all and says, "That was quite a showing down there. My goodness, you certainly saved our hides. I don't know how much more longer we could have held off those sea serpents. We were sorely damaged. Couldn't really go back the way we came at that rate. But I guess whatever you did scared off the critters on the beach there. What's going on with Williside?"
Oh gosh, man. It's a long story, and I'll fill them in on all the details.
Okay. So they're kind of nodding along as you explain the situation here with Williside. They're like, "Well, I mean, I know the ship I came on here. I'm certainly not in charge of this at all. I'm just a traveler that came along with the ship. But I know they were coming here with, usual shipments of goods and supplies and trading and whatnot. So if you're in need of goods, I hopefully they can get some up to town. Do you know if there's uh, a a better way up? It sounds like things are a little dicey going over the road right now, with all of this siege stuff going on and these lizard folks and whatnot that are around. Is there some better way to get to town?
If there is, I don't know about it.
Give me a nature check. All right.
Oh, maybe I do know about it.
So you're thinking for a bit about other ways to get up to town, and you recall when you guys were down in the caves under the town, that there was a passage that seemed to go out to the sea from that way. And you kind of take a look around, and you look along the shore to the east of you here, and you do see some sea caves over along there. Some of them are up out of the water. Some of them are kind of at the water level. Depending on the waves as they come in, it kind of splashes into them, gets some water in there. But you recall your adventures under there, and you think, well, we cleared out those caves, um, and those would connect, right into the basement of the general store in the middle of town. Um, Kind of a nice secret passage of sorts, right from the pier up to there. Um, so if they're able to get stuff through there, then, well, that'll at least keep them out of sight.
Yeah, I mean, we may be able to go through this cave system. We didn't totally explore it all the way out to the water, but I mean, we cleared it of any Zolgath, so that might be the way to go.
Well, I mean, doesn't sound half bad. I mean, it's fairly safer than going over land if there's patrols going around and things like that. We can certainly take a look. And one of the ship deckhands is kind of listening nearby. And says, "Aye, yes, we could certainly see if there's space to haul goods up that way. Uh, Apologies, this is the Geode Center, by the way. We regularly come by here to Willowside, but weren't expecting this kind of trouble. It's a little strange when we were coming up, coming up the shore here. It looked like these creatures that were on the shore, these Zolgaths, they were. It looked like they were, chumming the water, like they were throwing, uh, carcasses and meat and other stuff off the end of the dock there. It seemed like they, were trying to lure, the beasties that you guys had dealt with here, uh, to cause some trouble and cut off the dock. And if you hadn't come, well, they very well may have. But it seems like their little plan here was a bit foiled. Usually with sea beasties like that, they usually like to try to live in a sunken ship or other things like that. They like to break them down and bring them down to the bottom of the ocean, and it kind of makes a home for them of sorts. And that's probably would have been the fate of the Geode Center had you not shown up. Would have been a serpent lair in the bay here. So thank you for that. But yes, we will certainly take a look at those caves, and if all is well, then, well, we'll. Sounds like that takes us right up into town. We can still do some trading business, and hopefully help the town get through this attack that's going on. Goodness, the gnome. You can see, like, as you're conversing here with the deckhand, the gnomes kind of rocking on their feet back and forth, and is kind of looking at you all and says, "You all have kind of interesting attire for adventurers. What do you all do here?"
Well, by trade, we're circus folk. But somebody along the line decided that we also were law enforcement.
Certainly an interesting combination. I'm Javi, by the way. I'm the daughter of some river druids from the Selland River, and well, I traveled this way. I took this ship from one of the island or from the outer continent, and was hoping to find a new life here on the Isle of Kortos. My we have a bit of a family talent in my from my clan where we are able to manipulate water, and you might have seen me doing some little bit there on the boat. I was hoping to try to dazzle the beasties off and leave us alone for a bit. But I've been trying to think of what I wanted to do, and well, if that would be of interest to you all, I mean, I could certainly perhaps bring my talents to your establishment.
Oh, let me introduce you to our union rep, Honker.
Okay, so first of all, your dues are 90% of what you actually take in, but don't worry, it doesn't hurt anything. You think you're like, oh, I need to work for a living. But have you ever heard of socialism? It's where we pay most of what we make into a system, and then I get a lot, but like everybody else gets some too. Like, so it works out really well, and it's mostly fair. And everybody likes it, and you get to perform in the circus, and there's beer, and sometimes Grotus has drugs.
He doesn't share them all the time, though.
Hello, Riz.
Hello, it is I.
Oh, we did have, let me ask you the question here real quick, because it was kind of interesting. It was, what was, like, the worst performance, like a street performance, or, like, if you've ever gone and looked at other circuses, like, what was the worst performance you've ever seen?
I was juggling daggers and I slipped.
Oh, not that you did, that you've seen.
Oh, that I've seen?
So, for instance, like Braz said that, she saw a guy and his dog trying to do a street production of Hamlet, and the dog was definitely the star. And Honker said that Clown College could be dangerous, and due to certain tricks causing injuries, it can lead to some mental issues, which leads to them becoming mimes. And we can't have that.
Well, there was this one time I saw this middle-aged guy with a mustache performing, and he was trying to do like sleight of hand, and he kept singing his own background music and using like a napkin to like hide his hands and like do stuff. And it was like watching your cringy dad try and tell a really bad joke. And yes, I'm just imagining the dick magic from South Park.
Right. That's pretty great.
He like tried to pull a rabbit out of his hat, and it was just like a like towel that he tied with rubber bands to make it look like it had ears.
That's pretty great. All right. So, with your
Maz
little...
stole all of the money he had busked just out of principle.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was the right decision.
He didn't deserve it.
He did not earn that.
Yeah. That was pity money. And if anyone is gonna get pity money, it's Maz. Anyway.
All right. So, what you missed so far, the ship that you guys rescued from the sea serpents has pulled up to the dock, and you've been introduced to Javi, the little gnomish gal who was the one doing water stuff, trying to keep the serpents from busting up the ship more.
But is she cute?
I think there's a picture. Let me see here.
Clearly, I'm the only one asking important questions.
It would be the one on the upper right.
She's wearing a rainbow tutu!
Damn!
There we go.
Those eyebrows.
Yeah, those are some serious eyebrows.
Yeah, she's hella cute. You didn't lead with that.
Sorry.
God!
How dare you?
Javi has been given the union spiel and is interested in joining the circus because they have been looking for a new life and coming to Kortos, and they can do some interesting little water tricks with hypnotic water twirling and whatnot. And then Braz also, they were trying to figure out a way to get stuff up to town safely because things are still under siege. There's patrols around. The road's not most safe, even though you guys have taken out some stuff and taken out some of the most immediate dangers. But Braz remembered that there was a part of the cave under the town that you guys went in that extended all the way out to the sea, and noticed the other opening out here on the coast. And conveniently, that set of caves goes directly into the basement of the general store in the middle of town. So the goods
And conveniently, we've cleaned it out.
and conveniently clean it out, exactly. And yeah, so the traders and goods from this ship are able to kind of be snuck. They're going to go check out the caves and make sure they can, fit things through there, and then help ease things with the town a little bit.
Okay, but can we talk about how there's a dinosaur drum that we haven't found yet?
I know, I just saw that and I got really excited.
Oh, the other one. I'm not sure where that one's at. We'll have to find out.
Honker, you can't kill that dinosaur. We need it. That dinosaur is a friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he understands friend.
I need a new house. And Grotus says that buddies are buddies, but friends co-sign on houses for you.
That's what?
Yeah, that's true. Maz would co-sign on a house for you. She wouldn't even know what she's doing.
Yeah, that's true. It sounds cool, though.
Mhm.
All right, so as you guys are, kind of recruiting Javi here, and the deckhands and whatnot are assessing the damage on the ship, you see another gentleman come down the gangplank here who has kind of a bit of a finer coat on here, but he sees you all and says, "Oh, hello. You must be the folks who managed to save our hides from the sea serpents. Captain Tiratel Uncred, pleasure to make your acquaintance. As I hear things are a little dicey with Willowside, is that true?"
Sure thing, Cap.
Yep, there's some lizard dudes that are attacking, and there was like some zombies we had to eliminate, and like lots of bad stuff. But we're clowns.
We're clowns.
We got that.
And he says, so he kind of, reaches into like a satchel he's got in his pocket and says, "Well, I wanted to give you a little something as a thank you for saving our ship here." And he pulls out this satchel and kind of opens it a bit, and you can see inside there's a number of water skins. And he says, the brews in these water skins should give you some bravery for a short while after drinking it. I hope you accept this gift from the crew of the Geode Center here. We thank you for saving us from becoming, well, another ruin at the bottom of the ocean here.
I'm so sad in this moment that Grotus is not here.
Braz, you should keep those safe so Grotus doesn't just drink them all.
Let's put them in the bag of holding and chill them.
With the body.
Yeah, fine.
So in the party sheet, you should see there's 4 Greater Bravos Brew in there, which are, so you have these water skins. They're full of foaming beer, which grants courage for an hour after drinking it, which gives you bonuses to will saves, and especially against fear, like a +4 to will saves against fear. And if you roll a success on a save against fear, you get a critical success instead. So, bravery juice.
Cool.
All right. So with this all taken care of down here and the Zolgas scared off, you guys, do help the kind of crew with checking out the far end of the sea tunnels here, and you go in. There does seem to be enough room from that has been eroded away from the water over the years for easy passage. You can walk through without any trouble, and the crates and stuff that they have can be carried through without any trouble. And you are able to get back up to the town, showing up in Santiel Coffrin's basement. Because by the time you guys were out here saving this boat, it was kind of in the afternoon, evening. It's been a day for you guys, but you've managed to clear out some of the trouble happening around Willowside here. But there's more yet to be done as the siege continues. So, with that, have everybody do that for the whole party. Okay. You guys rest. The town rests and prepares as best as they can. And, spirits are a little bolstered from, these supplies that are coming in through the secret caves under the shop. And we arise the next day with more to do. So, with those, let me bring up there's some things we can do every day. We got like our little rallying cry stuff we can do. Let's see. So, things we can do. So we have a few other hotspots that have been scouted to go check out, but they haven't been scouted recently. So you can take time to go and scout a hotspot yourself to get up-to-date information, which will give you some information about what's going on there, things like that. That takes 2 hours to go scout any of the other hotspots, which I'll touch on what those other ones are, in case you don't remember. You can also do a rallying speech for the people of Willowside, whether that's speech or performance or something like that. This can be kind of a motivational speech. You can go the kind of intimidational speech, work hard, you're all gonna fucking die kind of thing. That's up to you how you want to go about it, but that is a once per day thing that you guys can do. What are we thinking? Oh, and right, the hotspots. Let me touch on what those are. So the ones that are left there is a blockade on the East Road. So heading out towards Fortune's Hall, and then the city further off that direction that you guys haven't been to. There is a blockade on the Verdant Passage Road, which goes to the southwest through the Welt. That's the road that goes all the way back down to Carrick, in the Swordlands where we've been before. There are corrals for these dinosaur creatures that the Zolgaths have that have been discovered. There are enclosures of other fiends and dangerous creatures that have been discovered. Um, there are some like crude huts that have been erected by the Zolgaths for like living quarters. And then, of course, there is the big main camp, but that is also a bit farther away than all of the other ones and would take more time to go check out.
I think I picked last time going to the pier, so somebody else can pick this time.
I'll give a motivational speech to everybody. Like the rallying one. I get everybody kind of gathered up,
Okay.
and I've got the whole entourage around. We've got dicks on our faces, as described earlier,
Mm.
just to make that clear. And then in front of everybody, I explain like all of the hazards that we know about, right? That we've addressed the getting the boats taken care of and how it's all work and everybody has to work. There's no way to get freedom otherwise.
Mm.
Okay.
I conclude with, in conclusion, work will set you free.
Oh, God. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
good.
But like, I don't like work.
Yeah, it's kind of
Moz,
crap.
how many times do I have to explain socialism to you? We're at the top of this chain. We don't do a
Oh.
ton of the work. It's everybody else does all the hard work. We do the fun stuff like skinning things.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, come on, that's why we're getting all of these people to worship Bronca so they can do the work for us and we can just order them around.
Yeah, exactly. We're on the same page. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Okay. So depending on the vibe that you're giving for these folks, give me either a diplomacy or an intimidation check.
I don't know. I think that depends on who he's talking to. If it's us, diplomacy.
Well, this is like to Willowside, to the people. Like
Oh,
you're in
to
like
the
the town
people.
square, you're rallying the people of Willowside. The question is whether you're rallying them like yay, or rallying them like we better do this or you're fucking dead. All right.
It's a kind one. Like I'm trying to insist that work will set them free.
Okay.
Yeah. Work will set you free in a positive way.
Okay. So with that roll, that is just a regular failure, just barely. So nothing happens. This doesn't boost anything. This doesn't reduce anything. Um, Unfortunately, like the previous day, your words kind of fell a bit flat for the people. So they kind of nod and continue to go about their day with the defense and other work that they're doing to try to save their town. But unfortunately, your words are not quite enough to add any additional benefit there.
And fuck these guys. I set the whole entourage to mime throughout the town for the rest of the day.
To mime
Oh
after you
my.
literally just said that mimes are worthless.
No, I didn't say they were worthless. I said they were the mentally handicapped of the clown world and are the like not like born mentally handicapped and special, but like so dumb that they just get into accidents and make themselves even dumber. And so we're really miming the populace here. So like they're mockery mimes is what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. And yes,
Mockery.
my entourage is a bunch of fucking idiots. They're following me around.
Well, I mean,
Real.
you did have to create them, so they would, in theory, have to be of lesser intelligence than I'm Honker.
Supposedly.
Is it like when Stewie made Bitch Stewie and then Bitch Stewie made Bitch Brian on Family Guy?
Yeah, basically. The clone can never be smarter.
Real quick, did we do anything with that Hunter's body when we came back to town? Are we still carting that around in our little,
Honest, I'm gonna be for
morgue?
real with you. Until just a minute ago, I didn't realize we were back in Willowside.
Yeah, you guys came up through the sea tunnels along with the people from the Geode Center. Because it was getting late and things are dangerous out there. And
I would say that we should go to the mayor with the body, because I feel like it would be really bad for morale to just like yoink this dead hunter out in the middle of town.
Dead Hunter with no face.
yeah,
Yeah.
But like also like we need the bag space.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna go to the mayor, and then we're gonna be like, okay, so look.
yeah, we need more space in our infinite bag space.
Well, do you want to be reaching into a bag and then just feel like a cold, clammy body? It's gonna start decaying eventually.
That's
Not if we
fair.
keep it in the bag. It's cold.
That doesn't stop it from decaying, it just slows it down.
Just don't smell the inside of the bag.
Yeah, it's just don't huff the bag.
But it's
No.
fun.
No.
Who knows what's
You
in
never let me have any fun.
Huff something else.
Do you have any spray paint?
I don't think
Maybe.
spray paint has been
Do you have
invented.
any rubber glue?
We'll check in our home.
All right, so you guys head to the mayor to kind of fill her in on the events of the previous day. She sees you all come in and says, I heard you all went out down to the pier, and, I've heard goods are coming in up through the sea caves into Santio Caverns. It sounds like all went well out there?
Yeah, we had to kill some giant water snakes. But we managed to save the ship, and then we got a cute new circus friend.
Oh, interesting. Sea serpents out in the water. That's... we haven't really had those out there in quite some time. That's certainly odd. But at least the threat is dealt with now. That's good to hear. Did you manage to find anything about our hunter, Gristrom Vic? The guards had told me that he had gone out that way to try to scout things out and see if we could find a way to get things up here.
Yeah, so we have some good news, some bad news, and some worse news.
Oh,
Which would you like first?
well, I mean, given the context, I feel I fear I know what may have transpired, so I guess let's start with the worst.
Okay, so the worst news is that he has no face.
Oh, goodness. I did not realize these lizard folks were into face eating. Goodness.
Yeah, it wasn't a lizard dude. It was a guy who also had no face, so he took the hunter's face and made it his face.
My God.
But we killed him. It's fine.
The good news is we found the hunter. The bad news is he's dead.
Oh, and you can see the mayor's face kind of drop a little bit at this news.
We're just so cavalier about this.
Look, we've seen so many dead bodies. Like, who fucking cares?
I mean, you got, honkers, things, just made out of dead bodies around. Like, this is normal.
I'm numb to it.
Says, well, thank you for bringing back what you found, at least. If you're able to take them over to the chapel, we'll be able to give him a proper burial. I'm certain the people of Willowside will want to pay their respects. He's done a lot for this town over the years. But I'm also glad to hear that you were able to subdue whatever strange person was doing such horrific acts. Do you think they were doing this along with these lizard creatures?
Honestly, I don't know.
Hmm.
We didn't see any of the Lizzies around.
Well, I guess we can only hope that someone doing such twisted acts was acting on their own and they weren't part of some larger thing, but at least the pier road is safe for now. But, things are still a little bit dicey with the siege continues, so I thank you for clearing out those caves earlier, and we went to save the Banyan Boys. That certainly makes getting things up from the sea during this tough time a little bit easier for us. So thank you for that.
Sure thing.
All right, so with this news, the mayor sends you on your way to continue on the the work of saving the town around here. You guys do manage to drop Gristram's body off at the local chapel here, and they'll take it in and do what they need to do for the town with that. So the question then now is, what hotspot do we want to check out, and do we want to scout it first or not?
How long has it been since we've had up to date information? Like days or?
It has been like multiple days to a week.
Okay,
Okay,
so
we have to do some scouting.
we could probably send like I'm Honker and Scorch to scout because they would be the least like noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
All right. So, which one are you guys wanting to go scout? We have East Road Blockade, Verdant Passage Blockade, Dinosaur Corrals, Fiend Enclosure, and the huts. And then, of course,
Well,
also the big one, but that's farther.
Honker, if you're the one who's going, you should probably get to pick.
Yeah. What do you want to scout, Hunter?
It doesn't matter. Um, whatever's closest.
They're all pretty equally close, except for the big one.
Okay, I step 3 feet to the left. Now what's closest?
Let's see. With where you guys
Oh,
are in the middle
that's
of
some
town,
brat behavior right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
probably be the Verdant Passage Road blockage.
Okay. So, uh, I'll climb into Scorch's mouth and then just like fall limp so that I look like a doll in
Mm,
Scorch's mouth. And then off we go.
all right.
Like I said, least suspicious.
All right. So you guys head out down the Verdant Passage Road to try to get some information on what's going on down here. So roll me let's see here. Roll me a stealth check.
Honker or Scorch or both?
Um,
Probably Scorch.
I mean, we can do both and then kind of combine. Nice. All right.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Okay.
Scorch did something right.
He didn't do great last session, so.
So, with that critical success on your scouting, here's what you find out. So, you find out information on when the troubles this particular hotspot is causing will start to affect Willowside's defense. So, currently we are on day 2 of the siege. So, beginning on day 3, so tomorrow, if the Verdant Passage blockage continues, it will -2 the town's defenses each day that it continues to be a problem. And because of this critical success, you also do earn Willowside 1 additional defense point because of your good scouting.
Yeah!
But yeah, for the Verdant Passage, starting tomorrow, if it is not dealt with by then, it'll -2 the town's defenses each day. Currently, the town's defenses are at 21.
Guess we better go deal with it then.
All right. So, let's see. Let me get the info up for that passage here. Oh yeah, in terms of what you see, aside from just the information about the defense effects, here's what you see out there. So the road is blockaded by some 15-foot long wooden barricades that are studded with sharpened stone wedges, and they are blocking the verdant passage leading southwest to Carrick. You see, some Zolgaths around here, and you see them, they seem to be kind of amusing themselves at the moment when you're watching. They are racing up and down the road on a type of dinosaur creature that you have not seen before. But these dinosaur creatures look like this. So they seem to be passing the time, amusing themselves a bit, kind of racing up and down the road on these things. So they seem to be kind of an ankylosaur sort of creature. You have no idea what that is, but
Nope, sure don't.
meta information, they're kind of an ankylosaur. And that is what you find out.
Cool, cool.
What if one of us was just like, for whatever reason, a huge like dinosaur nerd scholar?
I mean, nobody has ever seen these creatures before, so doubtful. These are coming up from underground.
What, are you like the DM or something?
Maybe.
Odd.
Perhaps. All right. Let me get a map of that area up here for you guys. Enter this here. All right. Let's share the map. And get your tokens on here. Moz. Okay. All right. So you guys head down the Verdant Passage after Honka gets back with their information. By the time you get down there, with the time that you guys took with doing the scouting beforehand, it's kind of mid-afternoon-ish, and as you come up on the area that Hunker had described to you all, you're kind of laying low in the brush and trees that are around here. You see up ahead of you the wooden barricades that Hunker had mentioned that are blocking the road, which seems to be the kind of easiest way to get through here. There's a lot of bushes and scrub and trees and whatnot that are kind of around the area here that they've blocked. And you see beyond the barricades a few of these Zilgaths riding these ankylosaur type creatures, and they seem to be kind of running around and behind these barricades over there. What kind of approach?
Yes, yes, the approach.
The only approaching that Honker knows about is like the stuff Grotus has talked about approaching women.
I'm scared to know where this is going.
I'm kind of excited.
Go on.
Tell us more.
Okay, so I never paid attention past like, hey, this is how you get women. Because then he always says, you're never gonna need this, but I might need it someday from you. And then like he sends me around to like stumble and act like I'm hurt, and then I cry, and then usually somebody comes up and it's like, oh, you poor little thing. And then I have to like be a good clown and keep crying while Rhoda skips their number. So I could try that.
Just might work.
So,
Are you okay with potentially getting gored? Because it might backfire.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I don't want to get gored, but what if we just ran in screaming like, "You're gonna die, honker"? That's what Brodus does whenever I mess up.
I love that you have lots of ideas.
okay. So we're running through the barricades, the other side, and screaming for attention.
No, screaming, "You're gonna die, honker."
Oh,
That's the
sorry.
important part of this.
Sorry. Are there any other plans, or is this what we're going with?
I mean, honestly, I don't have anything brilliant.
I mean, Maz's only plan is to try and use the trees to sneak up on it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe some of us can like
It can be a
do the
multifaceted
coming at
plan.
them and like yelling and like kind of cause a distraction while the rest of us kind of sneak around.
Okay. Yeah, we can do a sneak and distract type plan, sure. Who's on what?
Well, Maz is gonna sneak.
Okay.
Oh, you need to unlock our tokens.
Oh, yes. Let me do that. There you go.
Because there's like actual physical barriers on the road, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just trying to like see where the trees are.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would probably sneak too, because then if we can get around them, I can potentially blow up those barricades.
Yeah, so Maz is gonna go around the trees and be like right here
Okay.
and like wait for Braz to try and blow things up, because then
Where'd you go?
I went to the south and then west.
Oh, I see you now. Okay.
Um because then if we're doing that, then I should be able to um roll stealth for initiative and do a surprise attack.
Okay.
And if Honker's gonna do the distracting, maybe he should ride on Scorch to have a little bit of protection.
Or, height.
That's
Well, and speed.
all good things. Well, if Maz is going kind of south, then I would kind of sneak along the north.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and get yourselves into like position.
Just put Scorch next to you, Honker.
Okay. So Honker and Scorcher, are you guys going like just walking through the barricades here and then being like, "Sup?" Oh, that's quick.
No, no, no. I'm just switching. I've got my computer back up, so I'll be logging back.
Oh, sick, awesome.
Yeah. No, I got Scorch now, so like, it's with confidence. So like, we step up, like we get within range of the barricade to where like we're a ways back, right? But we make sure they can see us, and I just let them know. Um, I guess there's no negotiation, so I just like we step out, and then when they notice me, the clown with dicks on my face, um,
Oh, you still have
I
this?
just say, "You're gonna die here today, guys."
Okay.
That's the extent of my planning.
All right. And where do we want Grotus in all of this?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Honestly, I can see him being like by Maz because he would also want to take advantage of the surprise attack because it should make it easier to make them flat-footed.
Okay,
That's how it works for me, at least.
that makes sense to me. I think that's a good plan.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So in that case, the ones who are doing the sneak, you said you were doing like a surprise attack or rolling sneak or something, right?
Yeah, so um if we can like essentially if we do a surprise attack and I can like attack before them,
Mm-hmm.
like if they haven't reacted to us and I can start combat, they're all going to be flat-footed to me.
Okay. Yeah, we can do
So
we can do
that
like we
means
can do a surprise round with you guys. Since you're kind of doing this sneaky like and springing it on them. So we can do a round of surprise with all of you guys, and then we'll roll initiative and proceed initiatively from there. So that works. So, that being the case, let's start out the surprise attack here with Braz. What are you doing?
I'm trying to kind of sneak into that group of bushes to the north of the barricades.
Okay.
although you're not blowing up the barricades, right? Because that's what's keeping them out.
Not yet, but eventually, yes, we will need to get rid of those. Because if I get in that kind of bushy area, I should be in range of the barricades and of the Zolgas and stuff.
Okay. I will say before we start the surprise thing, like you guys would have gotten into like your positions, so we'll say like you're already over here and start from there.
Um, I don't know then. I
I
guess.
mean, you could throw stuff at them.
Yeah, I could. That might make them more surprised when y'all do your shit.
Well, we're going through all of you once first because you guys are
Yeah.
all like all at once, just like this is all happen at once. You guys are just like yeah with this
Okay,
plan,
just
and
let's
then we're going
just
into
create
initiative.
mass chaos then.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think let's see. I can't see the squares very well. How far away are they?
They're about 50, 60 feet away.
Okay, I think I know I like have a, like a my range for throwing shit is like bigger than
Yeah,
like
they're definitely within your throwing range.
okay. Then yeah, then I think yeah, I would do an alchemist fire at them.
Alrighty. Oh, and here, let me slightly move the rider tokens so they're easier to target. There you go.
Okay. So are they? Can I get all of them?
I mean, they're all.
Or would it just be those front four? I think it might just be the front four.
How big of a radius does the Alchemist Fire have?
Let me double check.
You push the map to me again. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry. There you go.
It normally saves it, but I closed it by accident. That one was totally on me.
Doesn't specifically say on the range on the Algus fire. I think I just have a certain range I can throw shit. I'm trying to find the right thing.
I'm looking. Let's see.
Oh, well, if I'm throwing something with a bomb trait, the range increment increases to 60 feet. Reduce any circumstance bonus to the target's AC from cover by 1. And automatically succeed at the flat check when targeting a concealed creature.
So it looks like it doesn't seem like it has like a like with these it looks like you throw it at a thing and then if it hits the splash damage hits like the adjacent creatures so it would so like say if you chucked it at the dude in the middle if it hit him the splash would hit the adjacent creatures because they're all right next to each other there. It's not like it doesn't do like a cone or like a circle or whatever. It's just like you're hitting a thing, and then the splash is like if they're right next to it. So.
Okay. But like for the rest of the effects of it, if I threw it like in the middle of all of the big dinos, I could potentially hit everybody if it's successful.
Yeah, so like whichever one you're targeting would be the one that would get the main damage, and everything else would get the splash damage.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the middle big creature.
Okay.
Throw the. Well, that was not good.
All right. So your alchemist fire comes out flying through the air, flying through the bushes, misses entirely, shatters onto the ground nearby the road. Their attention a little bit, but does not directly damage them. You still have your other actions, though.
We'll just try throwing one more.
Okay. Damn.
Okay, we're gonna get these bad rolls out of the way now.
All right. Alchemist fires are raining down in the area around these guys. All right, Grotus. What was the sneak attack plan with like Grotus and Maz over here?
Uh, Maz was gonna run in and attack.
Coco. Hey.
That's kind of it.
Okay, so you guys are just running out there.
Yes.
Okay.
So with my surprise attack, it says you spring into combat faster than foes can react on the first round of combat. If you roll deception or stealth for initiative, creatures that haven't acted are flat-footed to you.
Okay.
So because they're flat-footed, I can then do my sneak attack and affect them with my debilitations.
Right. Okay. So Grotus then on his turn, they're a little too far for a flying kick, but he does move through the trees here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And does... Oh, it's actually going to be 2 actions then to get in range. There we go. All right, he's going to get in range with the Extendo gauntlets that he's got. And Extendo gauntlet out of the tree at this dino here. Actually, specifically at the rider of that dino. Let's see. With a critical out of the gate. Nice.
Very Grotus.
Very Grotus. Alright, so out of the trees, this Extendo fist comes flying, smacking this guy, this Rough Rider on the back of this dinosaur, across the face. And with the movement, that is Grotus's turn. Honker. You and Scorcher chilling here behind the barricades. What you doing?
Um, I mean, I guess Scorch is melee, so and I don't control Scorch, but I'll just
I mean,
I gotta move forward.
yeah. Since this is like if you're like riding on Scorch, like I'll just kind of assume you guys are moving
Like,
together.
What's his move?
let me double check. 35.
Yep.
Okay, so we move up there, and then um I will use then I'll like as we're running by one of these barricades, like that last barricade,
Mm-hmm.
I pick it up behind us and I throw it down. I've been doing this spell wrong, which is great.
Oh, like the
Um,
telekinesis thingy.
yeah. So okay, so I have 3 actions. So then what I'll do is I'm gonna move down one more like this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and step forward just enough. And then my telekinetic bombardment will pop off in a 30-foot straight line. So like I basically just pick that thing up and like a missile and
Mm-hmm.
just like launch it through these 3, the 2 Zolgaths and the 1 War Sauropelta.
So one thing to note, before this goes off with your thing there, when you guys are running through the barricades here, you find that these are not just stationary barricades, they're actually traps. And, this one that you run past here triggers, and all of the little embedded, like, sharp things in it, like, shoot out on, like, little spikes at you guys as you go past. We'll see if you manage to avoid them or not. Oh, that was the wrong one, but I don't think that probably would have hit. Yeah. Yeah, 37, 35. Yeah, okay, I rolled basically the same. There we go. So you guys do get hit by these. They like spring out as you go past and hit you and Scorch. So you guys come out the other side. You've gotten hit by these. You decide to... Whew, those hurt. You're pissed. And so... and so you pick up this third one here. We'll say it's this, like, closest one, like that last one there along the road. And that's the one you're picking up as you come through, damaged by these unexpected traps here and throwing it at these guys. So go ahead and roll your telekinesis explosion. All right, we have some succeeds. They have some half damage and some double damage on a critical failure. Goddamn. Whoo!
Nice.
Wasn't that a cone? Wouldn't that hit like all of them? Or is that... Or was it only like a cone a certain distance? I feel like that would hit all of them.
It's a 30-foot straight line or a 10-foot burst.
Okay, because like,
So it just hit those three.
well, they're all like the riders are in the same space as the other things. I just spread them out so they're easier to click on. So that would hit like everything. They're all like basically in a line.
Oh, I should target the other guys. Okay,
Yeah, like this would hit all of them because if the riders are on the dinosaurs, I just spread the tokens out so you could click them easier. Because otherwise, it's kind of a bitch when they're overlapping.
Okay, let me untarget these guys and then I'll do the others.
Okay. And then I will delete the third barricade here. Because that has been picked up. Not sure how the barricade has a blood mark, but alright.
Don't think about it too much.
Alright, we got some succeeds and then 2 regular failures on those other ones. So go ahead and roll up the debris, smashing into them. Ooh, nice. Alright.
Or-
Alright, and you guys are kind of shaking off the cuts from the barricade that got you as you went past. Brings us to...
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I need to figure out any regular failures are prone as well.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
just the war Sorpeltas on this last one.
Okay. Well, wouldn't the critical failure on the other Warsaw Repelta also be a knocked prone, I
Yeah,
assume?
that's prone and stunned one, actually. I already put those on him, though.
Okay, so all of the Sorapeltas are prone, and one of them is also stunned.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a good.
Nicely done. All right.
For Honker.
Good shit. All right. That brings us to, then, Maz. Oh, and your mic thing's off.
I know.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so Mars is gonna move up to this dude. Um, And
They are also prone right now.
well, yeah, that was the whole point of this. And she is going to do sneak attack, which okay, so that's just an extra d6
Yeah.
slash 8. Are we, what level are we right now?
13.
13. Okay, so 3d6. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with my Storm Flash and hope it hits.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay,
Let's go.
so
there's
there's
that.
that, and
That was a lot
I'll
of dice. Oh my
roll.
god.
I'll roll the. There's the 3d6 for sneak attack.
Okay, and I'll put that on.
Apparently, there's supposed to be a way to like do it in the combat tracker to say I'm sneak attacking, but I can't find it.
Okay.
Um, and then because they are flat-footed, I'm also going to then do a debilitation. And they're gonna be enfeebled 1. I don't remember what enfeebled does.
I believe it reduces their like attack rolls. Enfeebled. Here it is. Yeah, it gives them a penalty equal to the condition value on like melee attack rolls and damage rolls and athletics
Okay.
checks and stuff.
So they'll be enfeebled 1.
Okay.
And then with my last action, because I did a strike on flat-footed, I'm also gonna do twist the knife, which will do persistent bleed.
All right, and how much persistent bleed is that?
I have an effect I can hopefully put on it.
Okay. Yep, it did it. Nice. Alrighty, good shit. Alright, so Scorch has already used some actions moving up with Conquer. We assume that just happened at the same time. So they do still have 2 actions then after the movement.
Okay, I think the only thing he's in range of doing is his wolf fire.
Alrighty. Ah. Ah, damn. Alright. Shooting out the wolf fires. Unfortunately, they are not connecting. Perhaps a little woozy still from the getting hit by the barricade as you went past. Okay, so now that we had a very eventful surprise round there, everybody roll up initiative for real now, and we'll get into whatever order that has for that. Let me get Grotus here. Alright, so we just need Honker's initiative, I think, and then... Nice. Okay. So, top of the order here. This Warsaw Pelton is prone and stunned 1, so they have their actions reduced. They are going to use an action to try to get up off the ground. And then they are going to move with their last action in the direction of Honker and Scorch here, the Rough Rider on its back, and that'll be its turn. Braz, you're up in the bushes here.
Yes. I'm gonna come a little bit closer.
Okay.
And then I'll throw an alchemist fire at the big boy there.
Alrighty. Alright. Alchemist Fire hits.
Okay, since I moved, I can only do one bomb.
Alright. Honker, you're up. A Rough Rider is looming over you here on one of these dinosaurs.
Yeah, not a big fan. I'll eat his face.
I love when that's your answer.
Nice.
Final action, I will inspire courage on all of us. Maz will get a. Does Maz have a reaction on hand?
Which
Are you melee attacking?
I'm
My
giving you a free reaction. And you have
Oh,
the
okay.
ability to react. When I inspire courage, one of my buddies can melee. They get a melee
Oh,
strike.
yeah. I can do opportune backstab then.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Do.
Hey. All right. Go ahead and stab her. Jesus Christ.
Second crit!
Just fucking up these guys. God damn. All right. Brings us to Zolgath Rough Rider, who is back here. All right. So they command their mount to move up with them. Up to you, Maz, here. And then with their halberd, strike at you with a hit. And swinging again. Which brings us to the War Sarapelta in the middle here, who is prone. They spend an action getting up off the ground. And then they swing themselves around, taking they have a bit of a spiked tail, being an ankylosaurus type thing, and try to smack it at you, Maz. Critically missing.
Fuck you!
And then critically hitting.
God damn it!
Well, shit.
Spoke too soon. All right, smashing into you. And fortitude save from you. You succeed your fortitude save. So you do not take any additional effects from getting smacked by its tail. And that brings us to you, Maz.
I'm just a squishy little guy. Oof, ow, my bones.
A little bit, yeah.
Uh, it's the one to the west of me that attacked me.
Technically, so the Sorapelta directly above you attacked you, and the Rough Rider to the west of you attacked you as well. You got attacked by everything.
Okay, so neither of them are prone anymore. That was my question, essentially.
Yeah, none of them are currently prone.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack the one to the north of me again.
Okay. That's a hit. All right. So you managed to
Thank God.
take out the Sorapelta from under this Rough Rider. It collapses to the ground, and you see the Rough Rider kind of trying to get it to get back up and, angrily shouting things at you in something that you don't understand. But that one is gone.
Okay. And then I'm gonna target the one to the west of me.
Okay. Woo! God damn, this is where all of our dice rolls have been hiding.
This up.
Sheesh. Oh,
71!
Jesus Christ.
Woo!
Yeah, all those extra, like, electrical damage and extra shit the Stormflash has get nasty on criticals. Oh, shit! I forgot. With the criticals on the Stormflash, when you critical with the Stormflash, you get the chain lightning effect.
Oh yeah.
So that also, let me see if, what was how does it roll for that? Let me double check on its thing here. Okay, so on a critical hit...
Equal amount of electricity damage to up to 2 other creatures of my choice within 10 feet of the target. So both of the riders.
Yeah.
So I think it's whatever the electric damage was on my roll goes to the riders.
Yeah, so yeah, that looks like, I don't think everything on it is electrical, but this is BD like,
I think it's the purple dice
I think
are electric.
so. Yeah. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 17 damage to those 2 Rough Riders. So let me get that applied. Let's see, that's not that Rough Rider. This one. Okay, 58. 8, 7, 5, and then this one. Don't think is. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, we got to remember that we have like the chain lightning on the criticals for that. Cool. Okay. I think that's your turn.
No, I have one more.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna do field medic on myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll your medicine check. Nice. That's a critical success as well for the medical check. So 4d8 plus 5. All right, 20.
20.
Go ahead and heal yourself accordingly, and we'll
Not a lot, but it'll do.
scorch.
Just something. Okay, he's actually not behind.
I have above 50 HP now.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Scorch and Honker are together. They're a unit at the moment.
And now this thing is in range that we can actually do some bites.
Yes. That's a hit. Let's go. All right, chomping into this dino a little. A little.
Just a little, as a
It's
tweet.
hard to chew on.
He is hard to chew on. All right, that brings us to the Warsaw pelted down here by Maz. All right, so let's see. So it is going to, it rears up a bit and then runs at you, Maz and Grota, since you're next to each other here. We'll get a reflex save. Okay. So, Maz, you managed to dive out of the way.
Thought you were gonna say die.
Maz, you die. You're gone.
Maz, you managed to die.
But Grotus gets carried by this charging Sauropeltum. And it runs with Grotus, and then like stops right before that middle wooden barricade, and throws Grotus against it, which triggers the barricade trap. So let me target that and target Grotus. Where is the trap? There it is. All right. So Grotus comes flying at this trap, and it goes off, but he manages to avoid it. He like catches onto it and swings out of the way of these spikes coming out. It misses.
In a way only Grotus can.
Absolutely. All right. Which brings us... Oh, wait, no, that's not all of its turn. Okay, so it ran.
Yes, it is.
So the Warsaw Pelta swings its tail around at Grotus with a hit. And let's have Grotus roll a fortitude.
You can do it, Grotus.
Failure.
Tried.
So Grotus is stunned 1. And... Oh, this will be interesting. So... The failure on that, in addition, also knocks Grotus back a bit, knocking him again into the barricade trap.
He just
God.
can't win.
So we'll see if the barricade trap gets him this time. It does. Whoo! Alright, so Grotus gets run up against this trap, dodges, the thing swings around with the tail, gets him right in the gut, and smacks him right back into the trap. Oof. Alright. Which brings us to Grotus, who is stunned 1, and a bit poked up at the moment. And let's see, Grotus is a little pissed at this creature.
I can't imagine why.
I know. Why would he do this?
Why would the monster do this?
In case we have to go get Keenan.
She said she's doing okay.
Oh, okay.
She said the symptoms have been gone for 45 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, I can double check with her.
Alright, so Grotus... Stumbling Strike. That's a hit. And this thing's going to have to roll a fortitude. Where is it? Let's see. There it is. Fortitude save. Let's see. 31. That, I believe, doesn't make his So it is stunned 1 as well. And Grotus follows up with his other action with another hit. Nice. All right. Which brings us to Zolgath Rough Rider, who is up here with Honker and Scorch. So the Rough Rider commands his mount to charge Scorch and Honker. So let's see. Where is the mount? There it is. Okay. So, reflex save from Honker and Scorch. Honker succeeds, dives out of the way off of Scorch. Scorch, though, is carried by the dinosaur, and much like Grotus, is charged into the barricade trap. This seems to be their kind of modus operandi here with these things. So, let me get the trap here. No longer targeting Grotus. Targeting Scorch. Does Scorch get out of the way? He does not. Ooh. Scorch gets a little poked up on.
It's okay because Honker's safe. He did his job.
And you hear the Rough Rider on the back of this creature. It sounds like some kind of a laugh to you. And he, with his other action, strikes at Scorch with his halberd. Critically missing. Let's see. This Zolgath down here, his mount was killed. He is mad. He comes after Maz.
No.
Yeah.
No.
With the halberd. Missing. Missing. And missing.
Well, he sucks.
I guess he does indeed. All right. Top of the order with Grotus. All right, Grotus comes back out swinging at this Warsaurapelta that smashed him into this barricade with the stumbling strikes. That's a hit. Nice. All right, let me roll the fortitude for the stun. Fails. Okay, that thing is actually now stunned 2. Hits again. And then finishes up with the flurry of blows. Missing on the flurry of blows. Maz,
Me.
you.
Okay. I guess I'm going to attack this dude right in front of me.
Kick his ass.
Oh, all right.
Whoopsh.
Sadly, there is nobody else in range for
know.
the critical thing, but still,
Beautiful.
good hit. And you still got more to come.
We attack again.
Another hit. Nice. Can it make it 3?
Gonna try.
Let's see. It is a no.
Dang. That
Dang.
would have been awesome.
All right, Scorch. Just got smashed into a wall here.
I know, what the hell?
Poor boy.
Okay, he's a little too far away to bite, but he'll do some wolf fire.
That's a hit. Nice. Oh, a critical. Nice. All right. Scorch takes out the War Sorapelta that smashed him.
And then with his last action, he'll do some wolf fire at the rider.
Okay. Nice. Scorch putting in some work this turn. Let's go.
He's making up for the sea fight.
He is.
Yeah, he stuck during that, but he wasn't in melee range of anything.
Yeah. All right. So this War Sorapelta here comes around with another tail swing at Grotus for its one action because it's stunned 2. Does hit. And let's see if Grotus fails the Fortitude save or not. Oh no. So Grotus is stunned 1 again. And is also once again knocked into the spike trap.
Oh my god.
It's a good strategy. Let's see, where is this trap? This trap
Well,
is...
we're not having Grotus do quite as cool stuff this time.
Yeah, Grotus is getting a little fucked up this time. Ooh. Grotus, he goes down on the spike trap. Goddamn. Braz, it's your turn.
Well, that's excellent. I can save him.
I hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be really hard to explain to Sam.
Oh, good. He is within range that I don't have to move, and I can actually do too. Okay, let me... Where the hell's my... There it is.
All right. So Braz chucking elixirs of life across the field at Grotus, who is currently kind of impaled on this barricade trap, comes back.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask Grotus how that went. I was Hammer! Shoot her! Take me back! All right. Zolgath Rough Rider here on this, with his halberd. Oops. Swings at Honker here.
No, our sweet little honker.
Hitting once. Hitting twice. Hitting just twice. Alright, the other Zolgath Rough Rider down here with... Oh wait, no, this is the one up here by Scorch. He is a little mad at Scorch here. Scorch took out his mount. So he moves up. And then with his other actions, strikes at Scorch. Yep, he's targeting him. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Hitting Scorch, and then also coming around with a claw for good measure. Missing with the claw, though. The one down by Maz similarly goes after Maz with a hit. And a miss.
I hope he misses again. I don't have very much health.
He criticals.
Fuck.
I might be dead.
Ooh.
I'm
And
dead.
Maz goes down. Honker. Things are getting spicy out here.
All your friends are
Okay.
kind of dead.
No, I'm very much alive.
Yeah, Brazen's up there in the north.
Yeah,
He's perfectly
that-
fine.
I haven't been hit once.
That's why I said kind of.
I'll move forward to kind of get in between all of them,
Okay.
and I'll pull the next closest barricade up
Okay.
around me, and I'll burst it on the 3 here.
All right. So let me delete this barricade. All right. That's this one. Okay. So there's just the one further barricade up to the northeast left.
Oh, good. Maybe that one won't impale Grotus anymore then.
All right. We have a success and 2 failures. Both the Rough Riders fail. Nice. Okay, the Warsaw Pelta, that was all it took for that. The last one is down. It's just the Rough Riders left. And both of the Rough Riders are prone on the ground. From this
That's my
barricade
turn.
explosion.
All of my actions.
Alrighty. Brings us to Braz. Healthily sitting on the grass to the north.
Yes, let me help my sister.
You can reach me from there?
I can throw my bomb 60.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's cracking Bud Lights and throwing them in your direction. You're chugging them.
No, White Claws.
Oh, sorry, White Claws. That's right, they're White Claws.
Yeah,
I'm a basic bitch.
we're
I
trash,
drink
but
White
we're not
Claws.
that trash.
Fair. Yeah, we're not quite redneck clown setup. All right, so Maz, you come to with a little bit of health from Braz up above here. Grotus also recently came to. The barricade he was previously impaled on is gone. Picks himself up off the ground. Sees these guys around Honker here. And coming after Scorch. Flying kicks, of course, the guy between Honker and Scorch. Hitting. Nice. And this Rough Rider does a Fortitude save. Alright, they save against that, but Grotus is still pummeling. Missing. And hitting.
It's pretty good for having been impaled a few times.
Indeed. Alright, Honker, you're up again.
Um, I will. I don't have a lot of like multiple target attacks. I'll blood feast. Which one is just regular wounded?
That'd be the one to the southwest of you.
Okay, cool. And then I'll blood feast him.
Okay. Nice.
And then I'll inspire courage on everybody,
Okay. And
which should give Maz an attack.
Alright, Maz, go ahead and do your reaction attack.
Okay. Boom, flash! Master of the universe!
Critical.
That's right, bitch! You're dead now!
Boom. All right. Good reaction. Brings us to you, Maz. It is your turn now.
Maz is gonna move over here and target this asshole. And sure, it hits.
All right.
And then I'm gonna do field medicine on myself.
Okay. Roll up the medicine. That's just a regular success, so 2d8 plus 5.
13.
13.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing indeed. Brings us to that Zolgath Rough Rider. He takes some swings first at Honker. Misses. And then on the backswing here at Maz. Still misses. And then once again, one last time at Honker as he comes back around. Missing all three.
Wow, he sucks.
I mean, he has watched all of his friends die.
The other Zolgath Rough Rider here. He... Let's see. Lets out this overpowering stench. Like these Zolgaths, like all along, like they've always had this kind of stank to them. And this cloud of stench. Everybody rolls a fortitude. Let's see. Grota succeeds. Scorch critically succeeds. Braz fails. Maz succeeds. Honker fails.
How do I fail? I'm like the furthest away.
And
You're just the most sensitive.
so that will do that. And then thickened to... Oh, this shouldn't go to everybody. Hold on. That should just be to Honker and Braz. Oh, me.
Put the immunity on everybody too.
Well, the immunity hits like once you get hit by it, you can't like multi-hit you again for a
Oh,
bit.
okay. I see.
So let's see, this should also be that. But let me fix the other effects. Let's see. So Scorch is not sickened, and Maz is not sickened, and Grotus is not sickened. Okay. There we go. And then with his other action, strikes at Scorch.
No.
Oh, that's not supposed to be targeting both of you guys. Let's take the one off there. Alright. Which brings us to Scorch.
It's gonna bite him.
It's a hit. Oh. Oh. Alright. Braz.
Okay, nobody judged me. I'm gonna throw some White Claws to my puppy.
my god.
All right. Nice rolls on the heels. And Scorch is up again.
Lovely.
Feeling a little better.
Okay, he's gonna go in with the clawsies this time.
All right. Fuck him up. Ooh.
I think I got my dog drunk.
I think you did get your dog drunk. All right. The Rough Rider down here with the claws. Oops. At Honker first. And Honker second with a miss. But he does try once more. Ooh, with a crit on the last. All right. The other Rough Rider here continues going after Scorch. With a miss. And a hit.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
They're
They're back.
And a miss. Maz.
I'm gonna just keep going at this dude.
Good plan.
This dude looking dude.
Oof. Hey!
Hey.
Nat 20.
Hook him up. Yeah, like that.
That
Does that
definitely...
hit the other one?
that is a crit, so you can roll the damage. So we get, what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 electrical on the other guy. I'll apply that. Let's see. So this guy is dead. And this guy has an additional 15 damage from the electrical arcing. All right, and I think you still have...
One.
Yep.
I can't really do much because I'm not close enough to any of them to do field medicine.
Okay. And you could do your hoops.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can do.
Hoop it up.
I would still use the third attack.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. I'm surprised that hit.
Indeed. Nicely done. All right. Hoop them up. Hey, hey.
Fuck
Up.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys find yourself with this barricade
Maz just
cleared. There is still the
falls.
one... Yeah, you guys are pretty roughed up at the
Maz
moment.
is just gonna fall on the ground backwards, full starfish.
I know we can't enjoy them, but I'm gonna hit Honker up with some white claws. Oh shoot, that went on Scorch. That's supposed to go on Honker.
Scorch intercepts the white claws.
No, bad boy, drop him. Wait a minute, I'll get at it.
All right. So with those guys dead, and you guys managed to just kind of on your own clear out this last spiked barricade here as well to clear the road. But yeah, with the time here, like this one pretty rough. You guys got pretty fucked up from this one.
I need some math help. I need that off of Scorch and onto Hunker.
Yes. Let me do that.
Hunker's not doing well. He needs the claw.
Oh, damn, yeah. I got 17. Jesus.
I was really scared the Hunker was going to get hit before I could get to him.
63. All right. Okay.
And Roz was just, Santra. Oh, hey guys, what's up?
You guys wounded over here? Wouldn't know what that's like.
What happened?
I was taking a little nap. Nappy poo.
So, given the state of things at the moment, we're wanting to check out another spot today, or head back to town to recuperate.
I think we're needing to recuperate.
I think everybody needs a nap.
Seems like a good plan. Right. So, with this verdant passage cleared, you feel confident that things are fine in this area, and hobble your way back to town after seeing your wounds. It's a bit of a rough time out here, and live to fight another day. So, next time we will pick it up with day 3 of the siege. See what happens with that.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming, guys. It sounds like we'll have Brodus back next time, so that'll be awesome.
Thanks for running tonight, man.
I'll tell him all about his getting bounced around and like trick shot and being impaled.
He's missed a lot of cool shit.
Or, him getting to see his babe.
Yeah. We tore him back from the warm, embracing bosoms of death.
We had to. He's our moral compass.
All right. Well, cool. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, nerds.
All right. Those of you out there, thanks for coming. And we will see y'all next time. Bye.